Imagine this. You are a student who uses school bus to go to the school. And on your way to the school, you realize that the bus driver slows down whenever it makes a turn. You then wonder, why don't he just drive at the initial speed before the turn? In simple words, obviously, the bus driver still loves his life, as he is preventing the bus from accident. But the question here is, why? Now, for a car to make a turn, it requires a force to push the car sideways. The force is called centripetal force. But on a flat surface, centripetal force exists only due to friction between the tires and the road. Thus, if the bus were to speed up during the turn, this causes the frictional force to be insufficient, and the bus will move in a straight line or skid away from the road. Now that you know why the bus slows down, you further wonder, how can a car race has a great velocity while staying on track?
So, driving a race car, even at 100 miles per hour, will be fairly easy for you or me. It's turning that presents some challenges. But at high speed, the force of friction at the tires alone is not enough to pull the car to the left. As mentioned, centripetal force exists was due by friction and the tires. Taking the first turn at a racing track at 130 miles per hour requires an immense 16,000 pounds of force. That's where high banks come in handy.
When an object presses onto a surface, the object feels an equal force in the opposite direction. So, for a race car on a flat track, the track will push up with a force equivalent to the weight of the car. On a bank track, however, only part of the force from the track goes straight up. The angle of the track directs the rest of the force towards the center. And that is exactly the direction the driver is trying to turn. The extra force from the bank track combined with friction from the tires is enough to turn the car safely. So, the steep bank turns let drivers maintain greater speed into and through the turns.
But you don't need to be a racer to test a bank turn for yourself. Bank turn exists on our road too, on freeway, on ramp, and interchanges. For heavy vehicles like trucks and buses, friction alone may not provide enough force to turn safely, especially if the driver doesn't slow down enough. Slightly bank turn can help push this vehicle into the turn.
So, for race car, bank turns simultaneously create lateral force that, in addition to friction force at the tires, create enough centripetal force in total to get race cars moving to the left, but also enable them to travel at higher speed without sliding or flying off the track.